And we are back here for the second half of action in tonight's high school basketball matchup between the Liberty Blue Jays and the Liberty North Eagles. We're coming off of a first quarter that was really a whole lot of Blue Jay and a very little amount of Eagle, especially on the offensive end. Thomas, what you see from that first quarter?
Yeah, the Blue Jays just taking advantage, just driving inside right off the gate. And, Stubbs with the early 7 points, and then, Kellen contributing some, and just everyone just kind of getting theirs. And so far, they've been doing a great job. And as for the Eagles, it's just been shot after shot, and just nothing's been falling. So really, you just got to wait for the shots to fall, and then they'll probably just focus on that from then on out.
Most looks for Liberty North coming from beyond the arc. They might be looking to change that. Not early on, however, as it's Justice Braden from the corner getting the three-pointer to fall. He has 5 now.
Justice Braden, only a sophomore, started last year as a freshman. They see a lot of things coming out of him for the future of this Eagles team.
Yeah, thrown into the fire as a starter his freshman years. It's Grant Stubbs getting it to go. He's up to 9 early on.
The last 2 years he's had to guard Grant Stubbs too, which I'm going to assume is not that fun. So
definitely a force on the inside and the outside for that matter. And that shot's no good for the Eagles. Stubbs with the rebound. Jay's trying to push it forward in transition. And now it's Grant Stubbs on the wing, feeds it into Kellen Goodwin, going for it in the post. Tries to get the pump fake to go and is forced to kick back out. Now it's Grant Stubbs on the drive. He's dispossessed from Justice Braden. And now it's the Eagles moving forward in transition. Jalen Perry no good on the layup. The rebound and put back from Davis Rockers is no good as well. Now Jays with 3-on-2 on the break. They'll have to go fast. And Jermaine Booker with the nice half spin, finishing it to his right, finishing on the transition opportunity. Jays lead stretched to 13, their largest of the game.
And that all came from the hustle from Kellen Goodwin, just being able to get down the floor and somewhat contest the layup from Jalen Perry.
And now it's taken away by Javion Byers. He goes up and he slams it home. Javion Byers on the dunk, lighting it up early here as the Jays continue to dominate in just the second quarter of play.
Yeah, in case you didn't know, Javion Byers has bunnies. He can get up anytime during the game, avenging his missed dunk from last year at home. That was a great play right there. It's Benny Kaplan.
And Benny Kaplan answers back with the three-pointer, his first basket of the night. But yeah, Javion Byers, it feels like we've been waiting so long. Got a whole season without him finishing off a dunk. We all know he had it in him, and he gets it tonight in the rivalry game and in the second quarter of all quarters, too. And now it's Kellen Goodwin coming across the middle. Shot was no good. Liberty North taking a bit of a slow approach on transition, not attacking the Jays early on in the possession. The ball screen and pop is good for Jalen Perry as the Eagles pull it back just a little bit.
And that's Perry's strong suit right there, just the easy pull-up three. He's an amazing shooter.
And now it's Ruben Mendoza in the corner off the skip pass, shot's no good. Mendoza ends up with the rebound, puts it back into play to Grant Stubbs, and he finishes into double figures already with 11.
Yeah, and those second chance points of Grant Stubbs are almost automatic. You can get the O board and give it down to Grant, one-on-one on the block. It's just easy pickings for him.
And now Rockers on the drive to the right, gets the floater over the outstretched arm of Kellen Goodwin, and he's on the board with 2.
It's been a very back and forth game. The score might not tell it, but so far this second quarter has been back and forth.
Yeah, lots more offense on the second quarter. The step back 3 is no good for Kellen Goodwin, but Grant Stubbs continuing to score at will, now with 13 on that putback.
It's almost as if Grant Stubbs' hands have magnets for the ball. I mean, Justice just cannot box out Grant on the offensive side or the defensive side, really.
And you really have to think that the game plan has to be to continue to get him the ball. That's what they were looking for earlier in the first quarter, and he has had no trouble carving up the Liberty North defenders. The shot from Jermaine Booker is blocked away. They get it back out to Mendoza, who tries to swing it to Goodwin, and they'll be out of bounds off of Liberty.
Off the leg of Goodwin there.
22, Matt Garrison. Back in for the Blue Jays, 3, Bennett Sturtz.
Subbing back in for the Jays, it's Bennett Sturtz, son of head coach Roger Sturtz. Definitely a big Liberty pedigree in that family is Bennett's older brother Mason. Took part in the first matchup between Liberty and Liberty North in 2015, if you can believe it.